Have you ever stood up from your favorite chair and noticed that your feet didn't quite feel like they belonged to you? Perhaps the floor feels strangely different than it used to. Maybe your toes seem numb when you first get out of bed. Or perhaps there's a burning, tingling, or pins and needles sensation that comes and goes throughout the day. Some people even describe it as feeling as though they're walking on a thick cushion, never completely sure where their feet are with each step. If any of this sounds familiar, you're far from alone. Millions of older adults experience these same changes, and for many, they become more noticeable with each passing year. What often begins as a mild annoyance can gradually affect confidence, making simple activities like walking through the house, climbing a few steps, or taking an evening stroll feel less comfortable than they once did. Unfortunately, many people are told the same discouraging message: that's just part of getting older. Or, it's neuropathy. You'll simply have to live with it. While nerve damage is certainly a real medical condition and should never be ignored, that explanation is only part of the picture. Your body is far more adaptable than many people realize. Even later in life, your brain, muscles, and nervous system continue communicating with one another in remarkable ways. And when you challenge that system correctly, you may be able to improve the way your body responds, helping you feel steadier, stronger, and more confident on your feet. That's exactly what today's video is about. Today, you'll meet the insights inspired by Japan's oldest doctor, whose practical approach focuses on helping older adults stay mobile and independent through safe, simple daily movement. Rather than relying on complicated routines or expensive equipment, you'll discover 4 carefully selected exercises designed to gently stimulate the connection between your brain, your legs, and your feet. The best part is that these exercises are suitable for different ability levels. Whether you feel most comfortable exercising while sitting in a sturdy chair, or you're ready to practice standing with support, you'll find an option that matches where you are today. The goal isn't to push yourself beyond your limits. It's to start rebuilding confidence one small step at a time. Before we begin, we'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to leave a comment below and tell us what you're experiencing right now. Is it numbness, tingling, burning, or perhaps a feeling of weakness in your feet or legs? Your comment may encourage someone else who has been quietly dealing with the very same challenge. Now, let's begin by understanding what neuropathy really is and why the right kind of movement may help more than most people expect. A simple way to think about it is to imagine your nervous system as a vast communication network. Every second of the day, countless messages travel between your brain and the rest of your body. Your feet send information upward, telling your brain whether the ground is soft or hard, smooth or uneven, warm or cold. At the same time, your brain sends instructions back down, telling your muscles how to adjust each step so you can stay balanced. When everything is working properly, this conversation happens so quickly that you never even notice it. But neuropathy interrupts that conversation. Instead of messages traveling clearly from one place to another, some signals become delayed, distorted, or fail to arrive at all. Imagine trying to have a phone call where the connection keeps cutting in and out. Sometimes you hear every word perfectly. Other times the sound crackles, fades away, or disappears completely. Your nerves can behave in a very similar way. As we grow older, several factors can make this communication system less reliable. Diabetes remains one of the most common causes because consistently high blood sugar can gradually injure the tiny nerves, especially those that travel the longest distance to the feet. Some people develop neuropathy after certain cancer treatments. Others experience it because of poor circulation, vitamin deficiencies, chronic medical conditions, or simply the natural changes that occur in the body over many years. Although the causes may differ, the result is often surprisingly similar. The nerves become less efficient at carrying information. Their protective outer covering may weaken, and the tiny blood vessels that nourish them may deliver less oxygen and fewer nutrients than before. Over time, those nerves struggle to perform their job as effectively as they once did. That helps explain why the symptoms can feel so confusing. Some people notice burning, even though nothing hot is touching their skin. Others experience tingling that seems to appear without any obvious reason. And many older adults lose sensation altogether, making it difficult to judge exactly how firmly their feet are touching the ground. This loss of sensation affects more than comfort. Think about walking across your living room in the dark. Even if you've lived there for years, you naturally move more slowly because your brain has less information about what's around you. Neuropathy creates a similar challenge. When your brain receives incomplete information from your feet, it becomes harder to judge where your body is in space. Without realizing it, you may shorten your stride, shuffle your feet, or constantly look down while walking in an effort to feel more secure. The encouraging news is that your nervous system is far more adaptable than many people imagine. Scientists use the term neuroplasticity to describe the brain's remarkable ability to adapt throughout life. It means your brain is not a fixed machine that simply wears out with age. Instead, it continues learning, adjusting, and strengthening communication pathways in response to the activities you practice regularly. While exercise cannot reverse every cause of neuropathy, the right movements can help support the body's natural ability to function more efficiently. Gentle, purposeful exercise encourages healthy blood circulation, activates the muscles that stabilize your ankles and legs, and repeatedly sends meaningful sensory information back to the brain. Over time, those repeated signals can help reinforce the communication between your brain and your lower body, improving coordination, balance, and confidence with every step. That's exactly why the 4 exercises you're about to learn are so valuable. They aren't designed to exhaust you or test your strength. Instead, each one gives your brain and your body another opportunity to reconnect. One safe, controlled movement at a time. Exercise 1. The seated march. At first glance, this movement may seem almost too simple to make a difference. After all, it's something many people have done naturally while warming up before a walk. But don't let its simplicity fool you. This exercise lays the foundation for everything that follows, because it gently wakes up the muscles, improves circulation, and begins restoring communication between your brain and your lower body. To begin, sit toward the front of a sturdy chair with both feet resting flat on the floor. Keep your back comfortably straight, but avoid becoming stiff. Let your shoulders relax and look forward instead of down at your feet. Now slowly lift one knee a few inches off the floor, then lower it with control. Next, raise the opposite knee in the same smooth, deliberate way. Continue alternating from one leg to the other, almost as if you're marching down a quiet street. As your legs move, allow your arms to swing naturally. When your right knee rises, let your left arm move forward. When your left knee lifts, your right arm follows. There's no need to exaggerate the motion. The goal is to create a comfortable rhythm that feels steady and coordinated. While you're doing this, pay attention to what your feet are telling you. Can you feel the pressure shift each time one foot leaves the floor? Can you notice the supporting leg carrying your weight? These small details matter because they encourage your brain to pay closer attention to the signals coming from your legs and feet. So why does such a gentle exercise help? Every time your muscles contract, they help move blood through the legs more efficiently. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients can reach the tissues that support healthy nerve function. At the same time, the alternating movement challenges both sides of the brain to work together, strengthening coordination between your upper and lower body. For someone living with neuropathy, that repeated communication is incredibly valuable. Instead of remaining inactive for long periods, your nervous system receives a steady stream of meaningful information. With regular practice, those signals become more familiar, helping improve balance and movement over time. There's another benefit many people don't expect. After just a minute or two, you may notice that your legs begin to feel warmer and looser. That's often a sign that your circulation has increased and your joints are moving more freely. It's a gentle way to prepare your body before progressing to more challenging exercises. To start, Aim for about 30 to 60 seconds at a comfortable pace. If that feels easy after a week or two, gradually increase your time to 1 or even 2 minutes without rushing the movement. Quality is always more important than speed. One of the easiest ways to make this exercise part of your routine is to connect it with something you already do every day. Try marching while waiting for your morning coffee to brew, during a television commercial, or before standing up for a short walk around the house. These small moments may seem insignificant, but performed consistently, they can add up to meaningful improvements over time. Exercise 2. Heel and toe raises. Now that your legs are warm and your circulation has improved, it's time to focus on an area that plays a surprisingly important role in every step you take: your ankles and feet. Many older adults don't realize that walking safely isn't just about having strong legs. Every step depends on a group of smaller muscles around the ankles and the front of the lower leg. These muscles quietly lift your toes, stabilize your feet as they touch the ground, and help you adjust to uneven surfaces without even thinking about it. When neuropathy develops, these muscles often become less active. Not necessarily because they've become weak overnight, but because the brain is no longer receiving clear information from the feet. As a result, many people begin lifting their feet less, taking shorter steps, or shuffling across the floor without realizing it. This next exercise is designed to gently wake those muscles back up. Begin by sitting comfortably in a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor, about hip-width apart. If you're comfortable standing and have a stable surface nearby for support, you may also perform this exercise while standing. Choose whichever position feels safest for you. First, slowly lift both heels off the floor while keeping the balls of your feet and your toes firmly planted. Pause for a moment at the top of the movement, then lower your heels back down with control. Next, reverse the motion, keep your heels on the floor, and slowly lift your toes and the front of your feet as high as you comfortably can. Hold for a second before lowering them gently. Continue moving back and forth between these two positions in a slow, controlled rhythm. Heels up, lower, toes up, lower. There's no need to rush. In fact, moving more slowly often provides greater benefit because it gives your nervous system more time to recognize each movement. You may begin to notice different muscles working when your heels rise. The muscles along the back of your lower legs, commonly known as the calf muscles, contract to lift your body. These muscles help provide the power needed when walking forward or climbing stairs. When you lift your toes, another important muscle along the front of your lower leg becomes active. This muscle is responsible for lifting the front of your foot each time you take a step. If it becomes weak or inactive, your toes may not clear the ground as easily, increasing the chance of catching your foot on a rug, a doorstep, or an uneven sidewalk. That's one reason this exercise can be so valuable. Many falls don't happen because someone suddenly loses all of their strength. They happen because the foot doesn't lift quite high enough or doesn't respond quickly enough to a small obstacle. Something as simple as the edge of a carpet or a slightly raised curb can become enough to cause a stumble. By practicing these controlled heel and toe movements, you're reminding your muscles and your nervous system how to work together again. Every repetition reinforces the pattern of lifting, lowering, balancing, and preparing for the next step. Over time, this may help you feel more confident walking both inside your home and outdoors. As you perform the exercise, try not to rely on momentum. Focus on feeling each part of the movement from beginning to end. Quality matters much more than speed. A good goal is to complete 10 to 15 slow repetitions, then rest briefly if needed. As your strength and control improve, you can gradually work up to 20 repetitions. If one foot feels weaker than the other, that's completely normal. Simply move at a pace that allows both sides to stay under control. Remember, improvement rarely comes from one long workout. It comes from repeating small, purposeful movements consistently. Every time you practice, you're giving your feet another opportunity to communicate more clearly with your brain. Exercise 3. The crossbody reach. At first, this exercise may seem unrelated to neuropathy. After all, it asks your arms, shoulders, and core to work just as much as your legs. But that's exactly what makes it so effective. Walking safely is never just about your feet. Every step requires your brain to coordinate your eyes, your core muscles, your hips, your legs, and your feet, all at the same time. If one part of that system isn't communicating well, your balance can become less stable. This exercise encourages those different parts of the body to work together again. To begin, sit near the front of a sturdy chair with both feet firmly planted on the floor. Place them about shoulder width apart so you feel stable. Sit tall without leaning against the back of the chair and keep your shoulders relaxed. Before moving your arms, gently press both feet into the floor. Don't force the movement. Simply notice the feeling of your feet making contact with the ground. This creates a stable base and encourages your brain to recognize where your lower body is positioned. Next, bring your hands together in front of your body. If clasping your hands feels uncomfortable because of arthritis or shoulder stiffness, simply keep your palms facing each other. Now slowly reach both hands down toward the outside of your left knee. From there, sweep your arms upward across your body until they finish above your right shoulder. Let your eyes follow your hands as they move. Then slowly return to the starting position using the same path. Repeat the movement several times before switching directions, reaching from the right knee toward the left shoulder. Move smoothly, avoid rushing. Allow your body to rotate gently from your waist while keeping both feet planted firmly on the floor throughout the entire movement. So how can an upper body exercise improve the way your feet function? The answer lies in how the brain controls movement. Your nervous system doesn't operate by managing each body part separately. Instead, it coordinates the entire body as one connected system. Every time you twist your torso, shift your weight, and maintain pressure through your feet, your brain must combine information from multiple areas at once. It processes signals from your muscles, joints, inner ear, and eyes, then instantly adjusts your posture to keep you balanced. Many people believe balance comes only from strong legs, but the truth is that your core acts like the body's central stabilizer. When the muscles around your abdomen and lower back become more engaged, your legs don't have to work as hard to keep you upright. That often leads to smoother, more confident movement. The cross-body reaching motion adds another important challenge, because your arms travel diagonally across your body. The left and right sides of your brain must communicate continuously. This encourages coordination between both sides of the body, something that becomes increasingly valuable when sensation in the feet has been reduced by neuropathy. You may even notice yourself becoming more aware of your feet as you perform the movement. That's a positive sign. Your brain is paying attention to information it may have been overlooking before. Aim for 10 to 15 repetitions in one direction. Then switch and complete another 10 to 15 repetitions on the opposite side. Focus on moving with control rather than trying to cover a large range of motion. As your flexibility and coordination improve, the movement will naturally become smoother. By now, you've improved circulation, activated the muscles around your ankles, and challenged your brain to coordinate your entire body as one unit. There's just one final step remaining, an exercise that brings all of these improvements together and helps train one of the skills older adults value most: steady, confident balance while standing. Exercise 4. The supported single leg balance. This exercise should always be performed near a stable support. A sturdy kitchen counter, the back of a heavy chair, or the corner of a room are all excellent choices. If you're using the corner of a room, you'll have walls beside and behind you, giving you extra confidence as you practice. Remember, this isn't a balance competition. There's no prize for letting go too soon or trying the hardest version on your first attempt. The goal is simply to challenge your body enough that it learns, while always staying safe. Stand tall with both feet about hip-width apart. Lightly rest one or both hands on your support if needed. Now slowly shift most of your weight onto your right leg. Instead of lifting your left foot completely off the floor, slide it slightly behind you. so that only the tips of your toes remain in contact with the ground. Think of those toes as a small safety stand rather than something you're leaning on. Take a slow breath and remain in this position. Notice how your standing foot begins making tiny adjustments. Your ankle may move ever so slightly from side to side. The muscles in your calf, thigh, and hip quietly switch on to keep you centered. These small movements are exactly what you're looking for. They are signs that your balance system is actively working. One detail is especially important. Avoid locking the knee of your standing leg. Instead, keep a gentle bend in the knee throughout the exercise. A slightly relaxed knee allows the muscles to stay engaged. When the knee is locked straight, much of the work shifts to the joints instead of the muscles, giving your nervous system fewer opportunities to practice maintaining balance. Also, try to keep your eyes looking forward rather than down at your feet. Many people with neuropathy develop the habit of constantly watching the floor because they don't fully trust the sensation in their feet. While it's natural to glance down occasionally, keeping your head upright encourages your brain to rely on multiple balance systems at once, including your vision, your inner ear, and the information coming from your muscles and joints. If this position feels difficult, don't worry. Simply place the entire back foot flat on the floor instead of balancing on your toes. You'll still be shifting more weight onto one leg, but you'll have a much wider and more stable base of support. This is an excellent place to begin, and there's no reason to rush beyond it until you feel comfortable. If, after several weeks of practice, the exercise starts feeling too easy, you can increase the challenge gradually. Instead of letting your back toes touch the floor, lift the foot completely off the ground for a few seconds, while keeping your posture tall and your movements controlled. You may also reduce the amount of pressure you place on the chair or countertop, using only one fingertip for support rather than your whole hand. The key is gradual progress. Small improvements practiced consistently are far more valuable than attempting a difficult variation before your body is ready. Try holding the position for 20 to 30 seconds on one side before switching to the other leg. As your balance improves, gradually increase your hold to 45 seconds or even 1 minute if you can do so comfortably and safely. Don't be discouraged if one leg feels noticeably less stable than the other. Nearly everyone has a stronger side. What matters isn't perfect symmetry. It's giving both sides the opportunity to improve over time. With regular practice, you'll likely notice that everyday movements begin to feel more natural. Standing while putting on your shoes, stepping over a doorway threshold, turning around in the kitchen, or walking across uneven ground may gradually require less concentration than before. As you've seen today, living with neuropathy doesn't mean giving up the activities you enjoy, or accepting that every year must bring less confidence and less independence. Small, consistent actions often make the biggest difference. Each of the 4 exercises you've learned today has a unique purpose, but together they create something much more powerful. They encourage better circulation, strengthen the muscles that support your balance, and help your brain and body communicate more effectively with every step you take. Remember, improvement doesn't happen overnight. The goal isn't to exercise perfectly or push yourself beyond your limits. It's to show up consistently, listen to your body, and celebrate the small victories along the way. Even a little more stability, a little more confidence, or one less moment of hesitation can make everyday life feel much easier. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which of these 4 exercises surprised you the most? And which one are you going to try first? Share your answer in the comments below. Your experience could encourage someone else who is facing the same challenges. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss our future videos on healthy aging, mobility, and staying independent. Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. Take care of yourself, keep moving one step at a time, and we'll see you in the next video.